If the doctor you sued in your medical malpractice case in New York dies during the course of your lawsuit, does that mean your case is over? And that's it? You go home and nothing happens? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. The answer is no, that's not what happens. If, for whatever reason, the doctor whom you have sued dies during the course of your lawsuit, your case does not end. In fact, it continues on. There are a number of procedural steps that has to happen in order for the case to proceed forward, and that includes having a family member named as the legal representative of the doctor who has died. In that instance, now we're going to have somebody named in place of the doctor representing his estate. And in that instance, your case will still continue on forward. You see, the doctor has medical malpractice insurance, or at least he should. And now, simply because he has died, does not mean that your case is over. The medical malpractice insurance company still will continue representing the interests of the doctor. An attorney will still be representing the doctor's interests in this particular case. Now, instead, a representative, a family member, will simply now be named instead of the doctor or in place of the doctor, and your case will continue to move forward. Now, it does raise a number of problems, though, in terms of questioning the doctor during his pretrial question and answer session, known as a deposition. So let's assume you started your lawsuit, but the doctor died before we had a chance to question him during his pretrial testimony, his deposition, also known as an examination before trial. That does raise some problems, because we go ahead and typically prove our case, prove that the doctor was careless, using his own records, using the doctor's own sworn testimony, where the doctor explains, in response to my questions, what was the standard of care in this situation. What does the standard of care require that a doctor do when a patient presents with the following problems? And then we compare and contrast it to what the doctor actually did. So in that instance where the doctor is alive, the idea is to go ahead and ask him questions, to learn why he did what he did, to establish what was the standard of care, and then later on to show that what he did deviated or departed from good and accepted medical care, causing this patient harm and injury. But now, where the doctor is no longer alive, and now it's time to question him, what do we do? Well, obviously we can't question him, and questioning the representative, somebody in his family who now is taken over in name only, and that family member knows nothing about the care and treatment the doctor provided to you. So we don't question that witness to determine what was the standard of care or what actually happened to you. We will have the doctor's records, and instead we will likely rely on our own medical expert to discuss what was done, to discuss what the standard of care was, and to discuss how the doctor's treatment of you was improper and violated the basic standards of medical care. So to answer the question I raised in this video, does your case end or stop in the middle simply because the doctor dies during the course of your lawsuit? The answer again is no, it doesn't. So why do I share this with you? I share this with you because this does happen from time to time, and now we have to deal with it. And some people wonder, hey, what happens to my case if, God forbid, that happens? Well, now you know the answer. You know, I realize you're likely watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York, and you have not yet started a lawsuit, and are thinking of doing so, but still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.